Okay, everybody. All right, black people, I'm back. The goon is back. As only the goon can be. Yes. I apologize for that brief delay in time. Definitely have to, come back and support my people. I'm back. As only I can be. And let's see if I can get you turkeys to chime on back in. See who's with me. See who's with me. I do apologize for that brief delay, and I had to go run out and do something. Got somebody back. Okay, got one of you back, please. I had about 10 of y'all in here. Hopefully, I can get y'all back in. Once again, I do apologize for not being able to stay. A messy subject, that's my boo. Hey, messy subjects, glad you're back. I do apologize. I had to run out. Some young brothers hustling, you know what I'm saying, the right way. This is their little clothing brand of messy subjects, Lost Souls. This is their little thing. And I promised the brothers when I got paid, I would come support it. And so this is the, look at that messy subject. So yeah, so definitely, you know what I mean. Definitely wanted to support. What do you think, messy subjects? Give me a 1-up if you like it. This is a small. Can you believe? So you can imagine how big they are. You know what I'm saying? So this is a small, but I definitely want to support the young brothers and let them know that anytime I try to see our people doing anything, I'm all over it. You know what I'm saying? They don't know I'm going to support this. They didn't know, but I told the brothers that I would when I got paid, I would get one. So he was actually outside when he called. So I had to shoot out there, you know what I'm saying, and make sure I gave the young brother, an opportunity to say what's up. Let me see. Okay, I see you. Yeah, Mr. Subject. Yeah, that's how I roll. Yeah, so shout out to the young brothers, young black company out here, Lost Souls. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Today they hustled out the trunk of their cars. Tomorrow, $500 million empire. You know what I'm saying? That they sitting on, right? So that's what I'm saying. Say messy subject. I can't. A lot of times we could just put. I wish I could. A lot of times I was trying to put my mind, and you know what I'm saying. A lot of messy subject with me. I'm funny. You funny. Messy subject funny. Funny to you how? How am I so funny? What's funny about me? Tell me. I'm not happy with that. Mr. Subject, some tell me you laughing at me real hard for that. And I don't appreciate that. Now, can somebody please get the goon back on track? What was I discussing? What was my whole premise? Initially, it was about what have you done for the black community, and somehow I began to go on to a rant about this Diddy situation and the current situation he finds himself in, and why black men simply don't understand that you cannot move like white men in America. You know what I mean? That's that. Let me see. Poll. Submissive subjects. Posing like you had a hold on. Listen, you want to know what? You know what's funny, messy subject? Because in the end, but this is facts. Because here's the thing. My boss told me, he said, man, we could bottle your confidence, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because in the end, I've always believed in me. So it doesn't matter what the circumstances are. It didn't matter what the audience was. If it's just you and me in here, it don't matter. I'm going to make sure you enjoy yourself and make sure you know what I'm saying, that that's what that is, because I don't roll like that. Alex Banty. What's up, Alex? What's up, though? Good to have you in here. You and messy subjects. Good. I'll 10 of y'all in this one. Now listen. I got to get back to this Diddy thing, y'all. Listen, y'all better get them likes up. Stop playing with my likes. That's one thing that the goon don't like. Y'all will be reprimanded. You know what I'm saying? It's only a barbarian such as myself can do. Now, here's Diddy's problem. Now, the prosecution isn't without its flaws. Okay, the prosecution is not without its flaws, y'all. I want to 100% say that. they have this young lady, Cassie, and they also have text messages that reach back. As you all know, this iPhone stuff, these text messages can reach back, 10, 15 years, and they have texts that show that Diddy was, that she was a willing participant in a lot of it, and that she wanted to be involved in, you know what I mean? She wanted to play her role in a lot of it as well. And it's a very, very dicey situation here there. I'll tell you the truth. What I believe 100%, I believe he's cooked. This is just me from a black man perspective, and the way they charged it and the way they did. It's funny, they charged him with the RICO and he's the only because in order to have a conspiracy you have to conspire with others. Yet it's only him on trial, which is the weirdest shit. Now I should know about that because I actually pled to a conspiracy one time. It was only me. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to push them people because I didn't think that I could beat them. You know what I mean? In the way it was set up. So, you know what I mean? It was, there's that. But here's the thing that I really hope that, because as you all know, I don't do this. I'm not into what people believe or think, you know what I'm saying, in terms of, I'm only interested in the facts. I'm only interested in the things that matter. You know what I'm saying? The things that I can gain from a situation that can give them, that my community can get something from. So that's what I try to use life for, is teachable moments. So young black men who aspire to be, or who are coming up, they don't let, they never let their ego get so large that they forget exactly whose country you in and exactly who makes the rules. And this is why you have to build with your own people. Then you build your own block. Then, you know what I mean, you build your own circumstances that then you can shape it and wield it to what you will. And then now you have insulation from your own people. As long as you think that, but when you think that you're going to move in white America like white men do, and you think that there's not going to be repercussions and they're not going to punish you, they'll show you. Let's see. Yo, brother, listen, I don't speak that language. I wish I did. You know what I'm saying? You can translate it from a brother. YN with the shiesty and switch. You know what I mean? With the shiesty and switch. I'm not sure what that means. Undead monkey. I'm not sure. You gotta. I don't know a lot of the lingo. That's what's up. You do, yeah, messy subjects. I'm gonna always do me. The one thing about the goon is I stand on, whatever it is, and I'm always gonna be consistent in my thoughts. And when new information comes, then I'll, I have no problem relaying that and letting it be known that, new information has come in, and I can reshape my thoughts and so forth and so on. But the core of my character is built off something, and that I'll never shake, and that I'll always be. And that's what I always want for black men, is to be consistent. Build your life around a set of principles that are unshakable. And then that way you can go anywhere and you can always stay true to yourself. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. If there's a choice between me being poor for the rest of my life and selling my soul, and when I say sell your soul, I know we hear that a lot but I mean not being able to look yourself in the mirror, right? That's, to me, it's like you're so disgusted when you look at yourself in the mirror by what you've done, and you know it. You can look at other people and laugh and smile and giggle and so forth and so on. However, and when if there's a choice between that and that's what's attached to my financial freedom, then I'll take being poor every day of the week. Shout out to Mr. Subjects. Your name is in English, so put your comments in English. Right? Thank you. Thank you for helping me with that, because I didn't. Mr. Subjects, it might be some trouble. Somebody just picked their head up. It may be trouble in a few seconds. Okay, she laid back down. She changed her mind. So there's that. Messy subjects, and for the rest of my chat, I really hope that when they make it, that the more they make examples of black men, they'll start to understand the realities of this world and how you can and cannot move. Now, I don't want to get too much off into that because that's a whole nother thing. What I want to speak back about is the black community and what have I done specifically. Okay, so being able to lift my daughter, being able to raise her mentality so that way she understands how important marriage is, right? So that she's not just, you know, the mother of someone's children, she's a man's wife, which is a very coveted role and position, and one that cannot be ever usurped or behave. I don't care what society says. There is that is the quintessential position for a woman, right? When she can say she is or has. There's a lot of women that don't know nothing about it, so therefore they wouldn't understand, right? So since they never had it, they can't miss it because they don't even know what it looks like. They don't even know what it feels like to be picked by a man. For him to say, I want you to have my last name. I want you to have life insurance policy on me. I want you to be the mother of my children. I want to take care of you for a lifetime. I want to make your problems my problems now. They don't even know what that looks like. So therefore, they couldn't quantify it in their mind. It's like Chinese. It's like trying to understand Chinese math. It just, you know what I'm saying. It doesn't compute. And so therein lies you have that. And when you have these type of people in our community that continuously try to tear our community apart when they do nothing to lift it up, these are the type of people, messy subjects chat that I have no empathy for, and these are the type of people that we cannot listen to, and this is why we have to. This is why a lot of times I always say we have to get rid of those people, right? Those people that choose to divest, and those people that always have something negative to say about the community, and they have nothing positive to put into it. All you do is take, right? But you've done nothing. One of the things that I did try to do, and I was not successful, was try to change the legal system in the prisons, the way things were done, as far as being in solitary confinement, and almost doesn't count. This is true. It almost only counts in hand grenades and horseshoes. However, I did learn something from it because in the end I would have beaten them if they didn't cheat. They literally cheated. I had a status hearing after fighting for them for 3 years with just pen and paper, right? I finally got some lawyers and I was fighting for them for 3 years. We're fighting with these people for 3 years. When I finally had my status hearing, in order to put my people in order to put these people in a position that I was going to try, I told them I was going to get out the hole for these exuberant times that were keeping them in the hole. They automatically said I was time barred. They never even gave my lawyers an opportunity to argue my case. They automatically said 2 weeks before oral arguments. What they knew is they knew what was coming, so they shut it down. Now, I learned something from that, and something that I'll take with me later on for something that my bigger plan, because I was hurt. That really hurt the goon. Because I believe I let a lot of people down. I told them what I would do, and I did not do it, and so. That really took me, that really had me, that hit me. However, I'll remember that in the future for this next thing, for what I believe the Creator is really preparing me for, and so I'll keep y'all abreast of that because I have something in mind. It's a very large task, but I believe I'm man enough to take it. Some people may say that it's too large a task for you, Goon. It is beyond your scope of understanding, of comprehension, of legal knowledge, and it is unattainable. Well, guess you just gonna have to show me, right? And so there's that. I will keep y'all posted on what that is when I actually do it, and just know. Yeah, just that is that. Now, messy subjects, I am interested because you're a very intelligent woman. What are your thoughts on Sean Combs and this circumstance he finds himself in? I'd like to hear from my chat. I have a very knowledgeable chat. I get a few trolls here and there. However, I'm not huge enough for most people, so they don't really bother with me. So normally, more than not, I get really thoughtful people that come over here. What do you think about? What are your thoughts, messy subjects, on how he ended up here and why. I got 6 of y'all in here. I would like to hear what are y'all thoughts, because in case I'm missing something, because you know a lot of times I try to train myself to be a three-dimensional thinker, which means seeing it from all angles. However, can you, you know, as much as I would like to think of that of myself, there's still things that even I can misinterpret. There's things that I can that can escape me. So I'm not beyond correction, and so therefore I lean on the people with intelligent thoughts to be able to kind of say, okay, Goon, this is, you know, this is that, and this is what you may be missing here. Because I'll tell y'all something. They're going to continue. This is not going to stop. Like, I don't think people thought that people didn't understand why a lot of people didn't understand what the Bill Cosby situation was all about. And a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, I don't know if he did these things or didn't do them. I don't know. I know they went back a lot of years in order to get these people. I do know this. I do know he gave a deposition in 2005 and he admitted it. But they gave him, he gave that deposition under the assumption that he was not going to be charged later on. They told him that we will not charge you at any point in time, but you have to tell the truth now. He gets on the stand, they depose him, he tells the truth about his thing, then they get a new prosecutor, I forget the guy's name, boom, dude comes in, cooks him, the trial should never even been allowed to, the trial should never been allowed to continue because they had already given him immunity. That's how Bill Cosby got out. A lot of people don't know, a lot of people don't understand that. Bill Cosby was not found guilty, was not found innocent. There was no exculpatory evidence that became knowledgeable. There was no constitutional errors in his trial. Whoa, let's back it up. There was the constitutional error of this when they decided that they were going to. They told him that they would not charge him, and then they did. See, when you do that, then all of a sudden all bets are off, because if they allow that, then the entire justice system goes in the toilet. Because what type of credibility do you have if you can tell people that you will not charge them for a crime and then turn around later and prosecute them for said crimes that they admitted to on the stand that you told them that they had immunity from? You know what I mean? So they couldn't let that stand. That was the thing that saved Cosby. Okay, so it was not. So people say he was innocent all along. Listen, I'll tell you something. A lot of these entertainers are involved. I think that's part of the rites of passage. You know what I'm saying? I think that there's a lot. I think that as time goes on, we're going to hear more and more of this. And you know what I mean? This is why I don't glorify any of these people. I just use my platform specifically to help and uplift my people, the everyday black man, his masculinity and his understanding, and to be encouraging to the black women who care enough to want better for our community and wish to support their men and understand that their success is vital and critical to ours. We are interlinked. You know what I'm saying? A man can rise no higher than his woman. The Quran says that. The Quran says a man can rise no higher than his woman. What does it mean? It means that where he goes, she goes. You can't rise any higher than your woman, right? And so our success or our demise are linked forever. So we can try to play this game that we don't need each other. We can try to play this back and forth on the internet. In the end, none of it matters, because if you don't understand that you need your own people to get ahead, then you're a fool, right? And only a fool would think that. You know what I'm saying? Because when things happen, as life does, that you can only lean on your people, because there won't be anybody else there to help you if you don't have that. Y'all excuse me. Y'all, I still couldn't breathe. Listen, the only reason I jumped on here on the quick tip was, excuse me. That is terrible. The only reason I jumped on here, hold on one second. Come on, Gizmo. The Gizmo. The Gizmo. The Gizmeister. The Gizmeister. The Gizmeister is woke, everybody. Look who's decided to say hello. The Gizmeister. The Gizmeister just woke up. Say hi, Pumpkin. Say hi. Hi. No, you don't want to speak to these people? They some weirdos? Yes, I know. Yes, they're weirdos. But they are people. So, yes, y'all, I really think that we have to do, I really think that once we understand, and I think it's becoming more clear. I think as time goes on, these circumstances will become more and more clear, and our people will begin to really start to galvanize around one another and understand that our success or failure is intricately linked. You know what I'm saying? And that is that. And when you understand when you understand that, I think you can have a better outcome overall. Have the Gizmo. Where is a messy subject? Watch this. I know you're saying, where is Gizmo? Clap your hands, clap your hands. Yeah, okay. Good girl. That's hey, hey, man, you see how proud she was of herself? Yeah, clap your hands, clap your hands. Yes, mama. Get five. No, don't eat my hand. I said get five. That's it, my girl. Mwah. That's daddy's girl. So, so there's that. Now, let's see here. Messy subjects. Remember, Goon, whenever we can do anything on our own and don't need our creator, most high, but when we have boldness to step out of the box with major creative faith in God is demonstrated by God's power. Ooh, go ahead. Go ahead, messy subjects. Talk that talk. You want to say, okay, the Monica Rowe in the house. Hi, King Peace. It's the peace. Where is Monica? Where is Monica? There she is. There she is. Hey, you want to know something was crazy, Monica? I want a boy so bad, because you want your boy. Look at man, take somebody take to get haircuts. Teach him how to buy. This is how you put your hands up, dog. Listen, this is what you do. You know what I'm saying? He run into you. You know you're bigger than you kick him in the all of that old stuff, right? Let me tell you something. I am a girl dad. Yeah, I am. I am team girl power, right? Messy subject. Oh, she's learning and have a great teacher. Hi, baby. Get messy subject. I don't know about a great teacher. A teacher, right? I do appreciate that. Messy subject. It's so crazy that I'm so because it's like you want so much and you want to be so great, but in the end, you know what I'm saying? You think that you think you just really, just treading water. And you don't really think you're doing nothing because, I think the Quran says, be not puffed up in your own conceit. Even the clearest human knowledge is but blindness and folly, right? So a lot of times I don't. Gizmo, what you got going on in your diaper? What did you do? What did you do, Pumpkin? What did you do? What did you do? Did you do something? The Gizmo did something. So yeah, so shout out to my people, and I really just wanted to step up with y'all because like I said, it had been a minute since I had been on. I wanted to update y'all on what had been going on with my health. Whenever y'all don't see the going for a minute, it's probably something similar to that. I really needed some rest, and like I said, this respiratory thing really got into me. And from what I'm understanding now, because she's at daycare, they say that she's a walking germ because the kids she's around, she's always gonna be something. So I'm gonna have to do a better job in taking care of myself and keeping myself well. I'm gonna do a better job in taking care of myself and things of that nature to make sure, what I'm saying, that I'm functioning on all optimal levels. So that's what's up. Time and patience is what it takes. Trust you'll get. You wanna know some messy subjects? Just earlier, yesterday, I said the two most powerful warriors are patience and time. Those are two. When a man learns how to develop those and stops coveting, I think there's real opportunity for growth and greatness. What do you think, Gizmo? What do you think? You agree? The kids agrees. Well, listen, y'all. I'm gonna take care of her. I'm gonna get her. I apologize for this being short. I just really wanted to tap in and let y'all know what was going on really fast in my world. Speak quickly on Steedy situation. I got a couple things that I got coming up. A couple things I really want to get to, but I'll get to them later on in the week. And I think y'all will enjoy those. And that is that. Shout out to the Lost Souls, little young black men with their own clothing line. Y'all make sure y'all, this is a small, y'all, and I'm pretty big, so this is small. Y'all make sure y'all go try to, try to support the young brothers and let them know that, what they're doing, because this hoodie is fly, for real. Like, look at the back, y'all. Let me show that one more time. Being alone inspired me. I didn't even know they had the back like that. Talk about the goon. You know what I mean? Let me see here. You will have a boy one day, King. For now, you are truly doing the most amazing job with your princess. Yes, you definitely are a girl, Dad. God bless you so much. Love her, laugh so much. Monica, a black woman's support is creme de la creme to me. I accept it honorably, graciously, and the support of a black woman is it. That is the bottom line. My Mrs. Subjects, you're doing a great job, awesome. Struggles come, but nevertheless, you will make it and come through powerfully in this life. Talk to us, sister. Talk it. Talk it. Talk it. Talk it. Appreciate y'all. I'll tap back in probably tomorrow or Monday. No, Sunday. Sunday I'll be back. Sunday at 6, we're going to put on a real show. You know what I'm saying? I got something really, really cooking. Awesome sitting, so be it. Say, see you later again. Thank you, Monica. It is fly, but your soul is much fly. Talk that talk, Monica. My soul is fly. So, money, money. Yeah. Look at Giz in the back. Get 5, mama. Say, see you later. Gizmo, give me 5. Can I have 5? Whatever. At least she's cute. Peace and love. Y'all be blessed. Stay pumpkin. No. Give me that. Give me that. No. You don't eat the charger. Peace and love. Y'all talk to y'all later.